Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Call of the Wild, where before we depart on today's hunt, I think I'm going to actually change the loadout a little bit. Just going back over some of the other videos and that, I've realized I've been using the same kind of weapon loadout all this time, so it might be a good idea to try changing things up a little bit more. So let's go into storage. Okay, well, you know what? We'll keep the shotgun just because if I do get a chance to ducks, I'd like to take that. I will throw the bow back into our supply, or our storage, though. So you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And then what do we have? The muzzleloader scope, that was the only sight we had. Oh, the lures should still be good to have with us. Maybe I'll take the Sentinel Eliminator just in case, because that may be helpful. Okay, so. What do I want to try using? Well, where is it? I do want to try one of these, the M1s. I'm debating you know what? I think I'm going to go with this one here. I like the kind of coloring on the stock and that there. So we'll get you. I don't know. Oh, I see. I don't know if we really need one this powerful. Because that's like the super rifle that takes down the biggest of big game. I wonder if maybe I should even try doing a little bit of handgun hunting. Let me take a look and see what we got for handguns right now. Okay, yeah, that's the only one we've got, so I guess we will be using that. So let's take you along. And then see about scopes. I think that's going to be our next thing. Oh, no, these might be actually. And I think, yeah, that's I think the one I want. That's for the Awanac. As for the, oh, okay, I think these are what I want for the handgun. 2 to 6 and 3 to 8. And let's get some sights here now. I think I've been using the Helios. Or which one? The Helios. Maybe it's been the 8x42 rifle scope. Yeah, you can see there are all kinds of different scopes and things. Actually, I have to check. Do I have a way to, like... No, I don't have any scopes for the handgun, so I guess I'm kind of stuck to using it just as is. Okay, but we'll get you there, and we'll make the handgun the third one. Ammo-wise, yeah, you there. Well, actually... Okay, so I can use that one, but I can't use the .44. That's interesting. No, but I'll have to... Looks like I'll have to buy a few things. There we go. So let's pick up some more ammo. Or at least some more handgun ammo. 1 and 2, and maybe we'll get one of you. So it's the point... Oh no, see, I can buy the .44. But I actually don't have it unlocked here, and... Oh, I'm a long ways off from unlocking it there, so might as well put that bit of ammo back. And that should do us. Okay, let's open the door and head on out to see what we want to do today. I mean, I do have the duck decoys set up in a couple of spots around the lakeshore here, so I could try going for some ducks. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just kind of cruise around the water's edge a bit. And I want to see, what is the true range for this? This is 4 to 8. So basically I have... The handgun will focus on the lighter two, and then the rifle for the heavier weapon, or heavier animals, so we kind of have a nice little coverage between them. I don't know if I'll actually really get lucky in spotting any ducks or not. I mean, I can try giving a few calls and see. And then this is the other area I set up. I don't think I actually got it on camera, or, well, on capture. I set up another area over here, just I figured make a couple of spots, so maybe I can draw them in. I don't know if they should have been more out in the water, or if just the edge here was fine. Kind of hard to say. I do want to just kind of take a little look around. And it's actually kind of dense around the water line here. So on my own, I did do a little bit of exploring around here. There's almost like a pathway of like no brush that I might try going up to and going along with that. Just because you get a very, very long line of sight using it. So we'll probably head up that way, see about... Like, you can see it from here, actually. It's that area up there with almost like the bleach trees. I shouldn't call them bleach, but they look like they've been bleached. They are very pale. There's nothing really around them like ground vegetation. It's actually kind of weird that there are those almost like dead strands or dead patches to it, but we'll probably head up there because that should give us some very nice sight lines, and we can kind of use that and go further along. I do think that if you guys are trying to hunt pretty efficiently, the better bet would be stick to trails or things like that. The more you go into the bush, it seems almost like it's harder to find the animals, whereas on the trails you almost seem to encounter them calling or making noise much easier. No, we do have actually trails here. Or, well, I should say tracks, but it is a trail. So what do we got that just came by here? Oh, actually might have been a couple of animals. Oh, let's see what we got. Axis deer. So might have been a herd of axis then. Looks like both female. Yeah, we'll just go up a little further and see as well. Yeah, looks like they've all just a bachelorette party basically came through here. Well, there could have been a male somewhere in there, but it doesn't look like any of the tracks are really standing out as that. Yeah, maybe we'll just take a little look through the trees to see, but nothing really popping up. Oh, actually, here we go. This is a little something we can try going for a while. I'll try to see if we can find some droppings along this track and hope... God, why do I keep on mixing up trail and track? Along this trail, and that'll let us get a good idea how old these tracks are. Okay. They do go for a little while before we're going to see any droppings, though, so it might be possible we could even... Oh, there's... It's not this animal. Oh. I was hearing something for a moment there. Okay, here's a bit of droppings. What are these? Old. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to follow them, just because I don't know, again, how old they truly are. There's... God, I swear I'm hearing stuff. Well, the problem with the... Again... Like, the timing for fresh, old, very old. There's nothing in-game I found that really gives you a time frame of what time it's like for you playing, or just a good frame of reference to know what that means, like how far it might be from when it just laid the droppings and where it is now. It's kind of weird how there's some of these differences between the Hunter Classic and Call of the Wild. Because in the Hunter Classic, if you stumble upon droppings, then you'll actually get like a circle radius around that location that kind of indicates how close or how far it might be. Like if it was very old droppings, it'd basically be a dashed circle perimeter, kind of telling you it's probably well past the area you're in right now. Whereas if it was actually within a certain range, it would be a solid circle, and then that slowly closes up the closer... What was that? The closer you get or are to the animal, or the distance traveled, that kind of stuff. It was also kind of approximation because it assumed the animal just kind of stayed walking, but at least gave you some frame of reference to understand that, okay, it's within my vicinity. No, it's a very old one, it's completely no point in it. But we'll go for a hike and try to see what we can find. Like, this was the area I thought we'd kind of patrol a bit. As you can see, you have very long sighting range. Very, very long. Well, maybe we'll head up this way, because there is a lookout we'll probably head up and just kind of examine through that. I don't think we'll really probably spot anything from there. Oh, well, we actually spotted it. But we'll go out, get a nice little vista view of the area, and then maybe we'll even see about where we want to try hunting next in this map. Because with Siberian expeditions coming up in, I think, 3 weeks now? I'm trying to remember. We've got Carnivores Plus just went up, then there's going to be another one on the Great Lake, and then there's going to be the Seismosaurus finale. yeah, so probably in 3 weeks we'll be having Siberian Expeditions debut on the channel. It might be a little bit of a delay from when it came out to when we do on the channel, but I don't want to cut series off to throw something fresh on. It's rather see something through to finish and kind of say it's done and under our belt than cut something off just to try to jump and leap onto a bandwagon almost. Let's give each thing its proper due and then we'll move on. Well, I say that, although, to be honest, I may be adjusting my weekend schedule. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, the thing about my channel is everybody is here for carnivores. The majority, if not everybody, who is subscribed or watching is pretty much here for carnivores. All of the other content I do have on the channel definitely pales in, like, performance to it. Which, I mean, it's good because it shows what you guys are really interested in that, but it's also a little disheartening when you sometimes put videos up and you're lucky if you can get 10 views on one. There are some series like my Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and I'm going to see that one right through. I love Monster Hunter. I wanted to get a capture card in order to start like doing stuff for anticipation of Rise, but unfortunately, I'm not getting the feedback from the channel to really warrant how much it might cost to get one to be able to do that, so it might come that Rise is going to be something I'll just be playing on my own, and yeah, go from that. But other series, like 7 Days to Die is one that, the more I got to play it solo as I was trying to do another video, the more it's not super built for solo. It is possible to be done, but it feels like you definitely were meant to be more multiplayer experience. Just like how all the recipes and the skill system works in that. There's a lot you have to do, basically like grind and get yourself up for just to outfit a single person. Whereas if you had like assigned roles, it'd be much easier. Okay, let's just close. I guess it doesn't matter, but we'll close that and take a good look out. See exactly what's around this spot. But yeah, a lot of like completely dead patches of trees there. I don't know what would cause that. And, oh, there is something directly north of us. I'm wondering if it's actually like a hunting structure, maybe a blind or another tower. I can't really see anything from here, though. And I think it's probably hidden by the tree canopy there. So maybe we'll head up that way, see exactly what that might be. Yeah, there's something there. I don't know what. So at least it's something to go exploring to. I was really hoping we would have heard more animals or that, but it always seems like this game, when you are focusing more on hunting without an objective, animals are completely scarce and it's hard to find anything. You have an objective in mind you want to complete, every animal is going to call and appear and just give you so many options. It's almost like that desire sensor thing where it knows what you want, but it's not going to give it to you. Yeah, we'll just hike up that way because it's really not that far off. And then maybe we'll even try heading up to Bosque Muerto. Wait, Muerto. Does that mean like death or dead? Because I know it's what? Muerte? Muerte Muerta. I think in Spanish means dead. Like Cinco de Muerte. Is it Cinco? Or no, Cinco de Mayo is... God, what is the... I'm trying to remember what the Day of the Dead is. I know there's like Jurassic Park with Isla Muerte with like Island of Death, or is it called like Cinco Muerte, the 5 deaths? I don't know, I'm getting into a language I have no knowledge of, but yeah, I feel like Muerto, it might have some correlation with death. It's just because, again, it's so similar, and then it might be sort of like how, I think French is another language, sort of like Spanish, where it has like masculine and feminine context or connotation to some words. Like, it's really weird unless you have studied it in school or have been taught some of it. Like, even I do not have a firm grasp on any of it. I've forgotten quite a bit of, well, everything, really, from those early days. But I guess we'll find out once we get up there. Because we'll go there, we'll make it up for there. I'm guessing there's an outpost here, just because it does look like the trail stops at something. There might even be one up there, too. Maybe there, but hard to say. So far, though, this area does seem like completely dead. Like, not even any animals that I can see off in the distance around here. Although you hear odd things every now and then. Okay, well, it has to be underneath, on the other side of that hill then, because, like, I'm looking right at there, and there is nothing. Well, we'll go check out whatever this is, and then we can keep on going towards something, hopefully. Seems like I'll have to start making my focus more on some of these missions and objectives, then that way maybe we'll get animals. Like, I'm at least used to hearing a mating call or a warning call for going out and about, but, like, this area... Oh! Well, what do you know? Okay, looks like we got how many mule deer? Ooh, okay, well, they're all just very easy, so it's not like anything is, like, super... It's not like that legendary red deer we had last week? Yeah, I think it was just last week. God, I am terrible at tracking days. Everything's just blending together almost. I'm sure some of you guys have probably experienced stuff like that happening with everything that's been going on. How am I doing for money? Oh, I actually do have a little bit, so you know what? I am going to buy this to get it put up. So let's get this up, and then I better actually check the effective range of the Ewanek. 150 seems to be it, eh? Okay, and how far are you guys? It does say you should be in range, but only one of you is actually giving me a decent shot. Okay, yeah, so they're going to run off. I'm just going to crouch because they may come back. They are only... Yeah, like, see, he's... wasn't going too quickly, so they may actually come back on my way over. So if that's the case, that'd be pretty nice to be able to just get a couple of a few mule deers just like that. And I do... Yeah, it is nice to see the animal go down on the first shot. One of the things about using the muzzle loader is... Because the reticle for the scopes, or the crosshair, there's kind of like a gap right in the very middle of it, so... I mean, you have to be an idiot to screw it up, but then again, you guys have watched me play on the channel for a while now, so... You understand not to overestimate my intelligence. Actually, that's kind of odd. It says the rest spot is here, yet they were much further up this way. Yeah, so they all ran over there. And as long as we keep going this way, we should see that mule deer highlighted soon enough. I don't know if the others will return here or not. It's kind of like a... I don't want to say a 50-50, but it seems to be... Maybe it's more like a 60-40, with a 60 being more likely to be back. Because it does seem like you can sort of cheat their AI a bit. Like, take one, don't do anything, just let them kind of regroup and they'll come back. Yeah, there you are. So everybody went all the way over there. Yeah, I'm not going to stand up. I'm just going to stay nice and slow. Just kind of keep eyeing the area where they went off to. Because you might be able to see movement and they may be returning. And then we are getting close to Bosque Muerto. I heard something, but maybe it's just our own footstep. I think I'm getting more paranoid with wanting there to be more chances to hunt stuff than there actually are. But let's collect you. Oh, you were just a silver, but... Oh yeah, look at that. Wasn't sure if that was going to be, I knew that would be a long shot for certain, but I wasn't even aiming for the heart, so that was a nice little surprise to get there. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody coming back over, so I don't think they are going to return here, unfortunately. You know what, I am going to go over, just because this is a little bit on our way. Like, diagonal this way, but it's still making some progress and just straight up. I swear I am hearing other sounds. I know there's probably a little bit of ambient noises on the maps, but usually this game is so good for its sound design that if you hear something, it's usually an animal. Well, there are some bird sounds for that, so maybe I'm just talking out my ass. You know what? That's probably the better bet, is I'm just making stuff up sound smarter than I actually am. But we'll go along. Okay. I could have sworn I saw some movement down there, but it must just be me playing tricks on myself. Like, there's something I've really noticed is, if you do play games like this where you're trying to find, like, animals or the shapes of them, your eyes will play tricks on you and try to make those patterns out for you. It's almost that you want to see it there, so your eyes and your mind make you think it is there, but there's nothing. There's a term for what that kind of, like, pattern making is, but it just escapes me right now. But this game is definitely one that can make that happen pretty easily on you. And I think we're pretty far off from getting our next level, aren't we? About 4,000 XP off, so still a bit of a ways to go. But this actually is the trail of these guys, so... I don't see them right up here. Yeah, I did have running on. That's still one thing I wish they would do for this game, is just put a little indicator in the HUD there. There is that little, almost like perfect square area that's vacant that you could squeeze it in there. And the only way to really tell is by how fast your character is moving. Oh, well, that does say fresh, so... Oh. Ah, shoot. They were coming back. It's just they were doing so very, very slowly. Although... lost in the foliage. I was thinking maybe if we kept sight of them, we'd be able to get another shot. But actually, you know what? Let's try following up that way. I don't have any other leads for this episode. I usually like to try to get some hunting in. But, like, it definitely seems like you have to be aiming for a different goal rather than just going wandering into the bush. Oh, geez, I didn't even realize that there was such a... Like, I'm usually used to recoil being a lot more than that, but we were able to get those two shots off just one after the other, no problem. Man, this thing is going to be pretty useful to use, then. Double tapping is going to be something pretty quick, then. Although, as you guys might have seen when I was using the reticle, I think the kickback is pretty strong, because it went way up there after the shot. Well, we at least got another deer down. I can hear some more noise around us, too. I don't know if it's any animals or it's just like ambient bird calls. Oh, yeah, we did get 2 shots off on him. Okay, yeah, so the second was definitely the better shot. Oh, still actually registered as a silver. Oh, yeah, no, nothing taken off there. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess it really is, if you only hit like no organs at all, it'll take it off from you. If you had a diamond, they would only be a gold. And I still hold that red deer we got was definitely a diamond. It just nicked us because I didn't get the placement right. But, no, actually they are kind of going up this way, so we might actually be able to get to Bosque Muerto and see the third of the mule deers that was there. The hardest part seems to be finding the animals. Once you're able to get sight on them, you can definitely work at hunting and getting them down, but until you actually get something in your sights, it can be a long little bit of a wait. I mean, that's why I can understand where some series like Call of the Wild here doesn't get as many views to it, just because it's more of... It's one of those real wind-down series where it's more like you just sit back, relax, and maybe even like do something else while you have it going in the background. It's not like Oh, well, hello. Glad I have my shotgun. The only problem is, how do we do this that we can actually collect the ducks? And they all just flew off right there, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Oh, no, they actually just moved over here. So they are alert. Oh, yeah, they're all... Actually, everybody... Well, one of them is alarmed, but they are starting to come on over here. So... I'm just trying to think of what the best way to really, like, go after them is. Like, normally for duck hunting, I'm used to you take shots when they're coming in or flying out, but... I don't exactly have, like, a fetch dog to be able to go get them, and I don't think you're really able to swim in the Hunter. So this is going to be interesting. They're all still calm, and they're just resting around there. But definitely feels like we got to get closer in than where we are right now. I want to see about crouching and hurrying our way over. Like, what is the range on them? See, only 25 meters. So I'm just going to speed crawl our way closer and then see if we can try getting one or two. I really don't know how this is going to go. I have never actually duck hunted in the Hunter at all. Like, both in the classic version and in Call of the Wild. Just because it's usually been one that requires quite a bit of setup. Like, the decoys, the call, the shotgun, the right position, all kinds of stuff like that, which I usually don't do. Oh, guess we got a little bit of a sun shower. But actually, if these guys are around here, what I might do is set up something in this little bay here, if that's an outpost. Because that could work out pretty well. It's almost just like our other outpost, which is right down over here. And you can see we got the little decoys set up there. Yeah, we're still a little bit behind this hill, and I don't want to speed up because some of them were alarmed. As soon as some of the flock goes, I think all of them would. And yeah, I don't think I'll be able to see anything that far out. So this is probably going to be our last hunting opportunity for this episode. Let's see if we can't bag ourselves a duck or two. And then... Oh, yeah, there's a group of females there. They're all just pretty calm. How many shots do I have? I've got 3, so we'll probably be using that. Oh, geez, we're still not very close, are we? I can hear them making noise. Odd sounds. I was expecting more quacks, less... I'm not even sure what I'd call that kind of sounds they're making. Like, take a listen. They almost sound like, well, a chew toy for a dog, almost. Yes, we'll try getting in a bit closer. Keep the shotgun out. And maybe once we get kind of like to the crest of this little hill here, we'll try taking... Okay, so let's see what we got. You're 4, you're 3 to 4. Well, there is one out there, and... or one we did get for sure. And surprising that it's coming over so easily. Oh, this was... oh, wow, we actually got that one that we were aiming for. So that's pretty good, actually. Not a lot of money, just, again, 409. But our first duck. So I think that's what I will do, is I'm going to take a run. We'll kind of decoy up this area here. And we'll see if there's an outpost beyond that. I feel like maybe I should have tried getting a different shotgun. Because this one only holds 3, you only, again, get those 3 pops, and you have to hope you're accurate with them. Where I think other shotguns you're able to load quite a bit more. Well, at least we can say we got a gold duck for our first try. That's pretty good. And yeah, there are signs of them all around the water line here, so definitely seems like a good spot to try setting up a little further up there. We've just got to get up there, put them down, and that should be basically all of our objectives, well, our pseudo-objectives in place. I do think I'll probably be focusing these episodes more on completing, like, the missions that have been coming up. Just because wandering in the bush has not really been faring so well in all the series or all the episodes of these series that I do. It seems like they only come out more when you have something else you're kind of trying to get. So let's get our decoys out. And how far out can we place you? I guess you there, you there, you there. Get a few others. And maybe we'll try making this one a little bit bigger. There. Okay, so that's that done. And let's head up over this way now. I can't see us running into anything else before the episode ends, so we'll just try to get this... I'm sure there's something here. I'm guessing... oh. Not sure what that just was. Yeah, there's an outpost right up here. You can just see the building in the distance there. There it is. So we'll go claim that, and we'll be into a new entire area to be hunting around, really. So this, I think, is... oh, no, it's not actually anywhere... it's kind of around the northern limits of the reserve, but still not quite the very, very north end. That, I think, is more up in this area here. But at least we got another outpost on the map, so we're into some new area, and we can see what'll be around here next episode. Let's just claim that. There we go. A little bit of an experience award. And we will be good to leave this episode right here. So thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of The Hunter, Call of the Wild. If you do like the video or the series, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.